Hi, I'm going to talk about the extended range electric vehicles produced by General Motors. Those two vehicles being the Chevrolet Volt and the Cadillac ELR. Everything that I'm going to say, I believe, will apply to both vehicles. But I will be using my ELR as a model, so to speak. What you're looking at now is the driver's side of my 2014 Cadillac ELR. Right behind the front wheel it looks like a fuel filler door, looks like a fuel access port, but it's a port. What it is a port that allows me to plug in my vehicle into a standard electrical outlet. The car comes equipped, the ELR or the Chevrolet Volt comes equipped with a cord that's approximately 15 feet long, and that cord is used to connect the automobile to a standard electrical outlet and to charge the power supply. The power supply in both vehicles, as I understand it, I've been told is approximately the same length as the passenger compartment and comes to a T under the back seat. And that is what it gets charged when the car is plugged into an outlet. Now, in my 2014 ELR, the first 40 miles, generally speaking, the first 40 miles that I drive without my generator running at all. And when I say generator, I'm talking about the gasoline engine, because the car is an electric car. The wheels are driven by it's a front-wheel drive vehicle. The wheels are driven by electric motors. So like I said, the first 40 miles that I drive when my car is fully charged, the first 40 miles I drive without my generator or my gas engine coming on, because as I drive, the power supply is going to use some electricity. Some of that electricity is going to be used out of the power supply by the electric motors that turn the wheels. And there's a computer inside the vehicle that monitors the state of charge of the power supply. So the computer will turn on the generator to generate more electricity for the front wheels, and while the generator is running, it will add to the state of charge of the power supply, so that later on, the range that I can go without the generator running is extended even more. So if, for example, I'm stuck in traffic that is not moving, and if my engine should happen to be running, which is very rare, then I know that I'm not wasting gas like other vehicles are. I'm not wasting gas, although I'm not moving. I know that my generator, which is my gas engine, is generating electricity and is added to the state of charge of the power supply. And that electricity will be in my power supply to be used at a later time when traffic will allow me to keep moving. Because I can turn off the generator manually just at the push of a button on the center console without doing anything, without interrupting my routine. I can just push a button to turn off the generator, and I will be able to drive the vehicle from electricity that is now stored in the power supply. And that also applies to the Chevrolet Volt. And speaking of mileage, this is an update. This is the most recent screenshot of my energy usage screen in my 2014 ELR. I am now up to a lifetime of 83.3 mpg. On the right-hand side of the screen, the right-hand side of the screenshot, you'll see my mouse circling 83.3. It says lifetime 83.3, but right over that you see the 250 plus mpg. Anytime I have a trip, anytime I have a trip where I use zero gasoline, it's going to show 250 plus. Now, the 20.2 total miles right above the green circle is the trip, the short trip that I made where I used absolutely zero gasoline. That's why it's showing 250 plus. That 250 plus applies to the 20 miles that I drove. And another visual indicator is right above that green circle is you see the blue gas pump symbol. It says 0.0 miles. I used the generator for no electricity. I did not use the generator at all because I only drove 20 miles. And this 20 miles was driven using, as you can see, the icon that looks like a battery. That's 20.2 miles came from the power supply, and that was it. So 83.3 is absolutely fantastic. That's the overall average. And the way the computer calculates average is based on the total number of miles driven and the total number of gallons of gasoline used. And that's just an average. I mean, I haven't actually used any gasoline for the past month. That's just an average of 83.3. And the Chevrolet Volt and ELR do exceptionally well in this area. I can't complain about the Chevrolet Volt or the ELR not having good acceleration. Once I drove a Chevrolet Volt, I was thoroughly impressed. I expected it to be as weak as a Prius, but it was not. It surprised me it was so strong. And after I drove a Volt, I decided that I wanted to upgrade a little bit, and not trying to shit on the Volt or anything, because the Volt, I think, is an excellent car. I feel well connected to the road when I'm driving it. And it's nice and quiet. It's solid. I don't think Chevrolet sacrificed any of the car's mass in order to get this excellent efficiency that they got out of it. If they did, I can't tell it. The same with my Cadillac. The car feels good and solid and quiet. It's not thin-skinned rattletrap. Quality interior and exceptional gas mileage. You know, my lifetime is 83.3 miles per gallon, as I've already said. Now, there's some other imported vehicles that are advertising their miles per gallon as like 30. And I can't imagine, I can't imagine getting 30 miles per gallon, but that will absolutely suck compared to what I'm used to now. 30 miles per gallon is that's like sucking money out of my pocket every single day. Every day when I drive, that will be sucking money out of my pocket. And the extended range electric vehicles by General Motors, that is Cadillac ELR and the Chevrolet Volt, don't suck money out of people's pockets every time they drive it. And I absolutely adore them. I thank you, General Motors, for being so innovative and redefining and redesigning the drivetrain for the American automobile. Hi, remember, every September of every year is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. We can use the CyberKnife. Well, if you go to www.cyberknife.com, there's functionality on the website where anyone that's interested can find a hospital near them that has a CyberKnife facility, in it. I was fortunate enough to find a hospital that had CyberKnife facility that was within driving range from where I live. And if you go to cyberknife.com and use their search functionality in their website, you can find a hospital that has the facility in it. My prostate cancer was cured in 2007. Now, I would like to propose that everyone, man, woman, or child, wear a ribbon that has the crimson color of the Spartans. If you're familiar with the Spartans' crimson color, then you're probably aware of the movie 300. And the Spartans had a saying, no surrender, no retreat. If we do not surrender, we do not retreat from prostate cancer, we will win this fight, because the cyber knife is a tool that will kill prostate cancer without any side effects. My prostate cancer was killed and cured without any side effects to my health or my male functionality.